Hey guys, what's up? Joe here playing Shogun 2 on the PC. And man, is the loading screen for this game really long. Now, this game came out, what, last year or something like that? And now it has an expansion, Fall of Samurai. I'm not going to be playing Fall of Samurai, I'm just going to be playing the regular game right off the bat. And what the hell? I always get these black lines. What are those? It's got to be something with my, what is this? I'll get rid of this. That's probably what it is. Just make it look like film. That's probably what's been ruining my my game. Thinking, what the hell are these lines? I don't know what they are though. It's like a film grain, but it's different. It's more like tears and shit that are really minuscule. Come on, load. Yeah, like every Total War game, loading screens are annoyingly long. I'm still seeing it. The hell is that? It's a light bloom? Okay. I don't know. Now, I'm not playing this in Ultra and shit, even though I probably could, mostly because I like the performance. You know what? Fuck it, let's put everything in Ultra. I'm gonna put anti-aliasing at 8 times, texture filtering at 8 times, still need 16 for that. Depths of field high. Everything else ultra, maximum complete size large, blah blah blah, sheer light bloom, ambient chateau. Tessellation, what is this? Shadows, blah 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 blah. Alright, maybe this will fix it. Let's find out. A very boring start to a video, yes, but this first video is just gonna be my introduction. So, apply changes. Introduction to Shogun 2. Now, I've only played this game recently, and I mean recently, like in like probably have about a week of experience with the less than a week. Yeah, I didn't really start playing this game until Fall of Samurai came out, so like Thursday. And even then, I didn't really play Fall of Samurai. I started this game, and I mean, I've had this game for a while. I just never played it because it was so strange to me. But I've been starting out multiplayer to get the use of some of the things. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a new campaign as the Shogun 2 campaign. And now the faction I want to play as is I'm not sure who I want to play as. I know that Shimazu I am the most experienced with. They're not the first guys I played as, but when I did play as them, I played as them like 3 different times, so I would get a good start. So I would know what I was doing. I want normal difficulty, please. The HoJoe are pretty interesting, but I always find myself as almost every faction, other than the Shimazu, that is now, that I'll be building up, and then I'll have my army, and then I'll go conquer and shit, and then I'll fuck up once. And there goes everything I had, because now I have nothing to defend with, and it's really frustrating at times, because this game is just really challenging to me, so, Now, these guys are cool. Castles are cheaper and stuff, but castles kinda useless. Overall, I mean, once you get to like a 3rd level of castle, you don't need anything beyond that. Otherwise, you just kill your food stock, which I don't like. Now the Shimazu are also good because all the trade routes right next to them makes it easy to get them and get money and shit. So the HoJoe, the Mori, the Oda. I've never played as the Oda. But their Ashigaru armies are good, which means early on in the game they could expand and then support themselves, otherwise. The Date, I've never played as these guys yet. And then there's the Takeda, Masters of Horse, haven't played as them yet. Played as the Tokugawa, they're actually a little challenging. It seems like the Masters of Intrigue thing, it doesn't seem to work, but I'm sure once you have it advanced all the way, it'll work like a charm, so. But the only problem is enemy Metsuke are so much better than yours, like for no reason. Usagi I haven't played as. Hattori I have not played as. Masters of Darkness. Alright, Iko Iki, don't like them either. So, is there like a way I can pick random or something? But anyway, I'm not sure who to play as. These guys' initial challenge is hard, normal, normal, hard, 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 normal, hard, normal, easy, easy, easy. Now, I like the Shimazu because their sword units are fucking amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Tsukabe are cool and all. I wish there was more faction options to play as because, you know, there are more factions and stuff, but let's see, who do I want to play as, though? Not much of a ship man, and their position is kinda crappy. The Oda, Date, Takeda. These guys are cool and all, but their position is surrounded by the Ikoiki, the Uesegi, who like to expand like crazy. But they start out allies with the Hojo, and the Uesegi aren't too much of a threat right off the bat. Uesugi, however you want to pronounce that. So the Takeda are actually a pretty good faction even because they're hard, but they have lots of cav and reduced recruitment and upkeep for cav, which is, you know, great. Which means they're fast moving and they can pretty much decimate enemy armies, which is good. The only problem with cav is they require 2 buildings to be useful, which means you need better castles, which needs more food, and it's hard to get lots of food, in my opinion. Because, you need a specialized building and you need your cavalry building, in order to build some of the units, which makes them a bit challenging to find a good cav to get. So if anything, the Hojo seem alright, and they are the only faction that start with 2 provinces, but their expansion is in a choke point here, but a really expansive territory right here, which makes the threat of attack pretty big, pretty early in the game. So Shimazu easy. I'm not gonna play as them though, too easy. So let's play as the Hojo. So let's start it out. Attrition is a loss of men due to desertion, disease, etc. An army will suffer attrition if it ends the turn away from a settlement during the winter months. Also, Fall of the Samurai adds a lot of quotes and shit without changing the background pictures, so yeah. It's like, wait a minute, that doesn't pertain to this game. When it says something about gun battery, it's like, oh wait, that must be Fall of the Samurai, and it is. They have Rise of the Samurai too, but I don't like that one. I looked at it and it's like all different. I really don't like change within the same game. Like unit change, that's alright, but when they change the buildings around, it gets annoying.
1545. This is Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto. Great splendor and power were theirs. Now the overmighty clans no longer obey. The time has come for a new warlord to become Shogun. But who will be victorious? Hojo lands have always provided for our people. Our enemies are many and envious. They threaten our borders and look for any weakness. Our castles are strong, the envy of Japan. We are rightly admired as master builders. Strong walls, strong souls. Our siege engines are equally mighty. Nothing stands before them. Ishamonten, the war god, has woken. Now is the time to defeat our enemies. All will bow to the Hojo clan. We wait no longer. Destiny calls! We are the Hojo. For many years, we have vied for control of Kanto, bringing us into conflict with a number of rival clans. Having captured territory from the Imagawa, we have brokered an uneasy truce in order to service our more pressing concerns. The Ogigayats and the Yamanouchi clans have united for fear of our mighty ambition. Musashi is therefore a priority. Capture of this province will rid us of the Ogigayats and gain us a foothold at the heart of Kanto. While we may have eased the tensions with the Imagawa, it will only be a matter of time before their lethal ambition threatens our plans once again. Capture of Suruga will weaken their potential greatly, but we must be wary of the Takeda. Bound by blood and honor, the Takeda will not look kindly on any act of aggression against their allies, and they are a formidable force. Seizure of Kai, their home province, could provide an answer, but facing the combined might of two great clans may best be left until our own has grown in stature. However, with power and influence will surely come the ire of Kyoto, and should the Shogun feel threatened, he will rally his subjects against us. In that event, we must be prepared to fend off all who would attack us, no matter from where that threat emerges. If the Shogun wishes to halt our expansion, let him come here and reckon with us himself.
Alright, so that was the introductory video, and this guy's giving us some advice on how to play, which is good. You should listen to his advice because it's actually good advice. Now, mission issued, steadfast. The Okigiyatsu and Yamanouchi clans, once bitter rivals, have put aside their differences and allied against our growing influence. Now, an Okigiyatsu army is approaching from the east, intent on pushing us out of Sagami province. Crush the army, and their province of Musashi will be ripe for the taking. Dreaded force will give us what? Instills fear in the enemy units, reduces morale, which is good.
If our daimyo is to become shogun, military ruler of all Japan, we must defeat the current shogunate, the Ashikaga clan, capturing and holding the capital of Kyoto for 4 seasons. At this point, the emperor will declare our clan leader shogun. We can make a bid for the shogunate at any time, although the current incumbent may preempt it.
Alright, don't need to worry about that right now, but anyway, this map is 3D, it's pretty cool, but I hate when the map changes because then I disorient myself and have no idea where I am. If I look at the map from this way, I'm like, what the heck am I? Am I like, it's strange, but anyway. Anyway. Now, this is Sagami Bay, and this is Shiruga Bay. This is Edo Bay, which means Musashi, I believe, is where Kyoto will lie in the future. Now, anyway, the goal as the Hojo, I think this is your capital, easier use your stronghold and shit. Sagami was the reason it belonged to the Imagawa at one time. We've taken it over. But anyway, we have gold mine here, which is nice. Now, our goal is the Okigiyatsu. Take over them and Musashi, and then the guys next to them are our next targets, and they have these 2 provinces here. And then the guys up here, not really a threat, and they probably won't be at the time. But Kai, the Takeda we're at peace with, actually. I thought they were allied with us, but I guess not. Imagawa are friendly with us at the moment. We don't have anything worth trading at the moment, which kind of sucks. And we probably won't anytime soon, unless we take the province of Hitachi way over here. Because really there's nothing that we have to trade, which means trade rights with other people won't help us a lot unless we offer something for it. So anyway, before I start, let's start researching the mastery of the arts. Now, first thing I always get is Way of Chi, so I can build markets, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to go Bushido, so I can make a sword school and recruit Katana Samurai so that my armies aren't total crap. First things first, get me some roads. Roads are the backbone of any infrastructure. And next come farms, but that's not a lot of money to work with. Now I have just this army to work with to fight against these guys. It should be enough, but before I start doing anything, that'll be the end of video 1, and I'll see you all on the next part. And if you're going to stop here, then have a good night. See you in a bit.